Be the change that you wish to see in the world. The future depends on what you do today. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. First, they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and you win. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. Where there is love, there is life. The future of India lies in its villages. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. It is health that is real wealth, and not pieces of gold and silver. Silence becomes cowardice when occasion demands speaking out the whole truth and acting accordingly. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. The weak can never initiate peace as the brave do. Nonviolence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. It is mightier and the mightiest weapon of destruction devised by the ingenuity of man. Service which is rendered without joy helps neither the servant nor the served. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. I have learned through bitter experience the one supreme lesson: to conserve my anger, and as heat conserved is transmuted into energy, even so our anger control can be transmuted into a power that can move the world. The only tyrant I accept in this world is the still voice within. My life is my message. Hate the sin, love the sinner. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. Nonviolence is not a garment to be put on and off at will. Its seat is in the heart, and it must be an inseparable part of our very being. best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in service to others. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. Anger and intolerance are the enemies of correct understanding. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes, merely uttered to please or, worse, to avoid trouble. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. We must become the change we want to see. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary, the evil it does is permanent. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. It is better to be violent if there is violence in our hearts than to put on the cloak of nonviolence to cover impotence. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. The moment there is suspicion about a person's motives, everything he does becomes tainted. To believe in something and not to live it is dishonest.